I'm bored! Entertain me.
Hey, what's going on, motivators? My name is Corporal Killjoy, and to kill your boredom brings me a lot of joy. And welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to some more RWBY Volume 5. And today we got Chapter 7, Rest and Resolution. So before we jump into this episode, if you guys don't want to hear anything I have to talk about, as always, just skip to this time right here, and then we can move on with the reaction. But if you have a minute, let's talk about some stuff. So anyway, first of all, I want to say congratulations again to our Loot Crate winners, Jack Flame and Kuruma Ninetails. Okay, I'll be contacting you guys shortly, and your gifts will be sent out probably sometime in mid-December before we do our next Loot Crate unboxing video. And also, about the last episode was pretty crazy because we learned a lot for the most part. Some things we already knew, like with the whole Salem being the leader of the Grimm and everything, but a lot of people point out that basically Crow and Raven were for anybody who knows the story of the Allfather Odin, he had 2 ravens. I don't know what their names were, but they were like his eyes, so they would fly out and report back to him. Basically, a lot of people were like making the connection that, you know, Crow and Raven would go out on basically reconnaissance missions, and they would see a lot of things. And probably Raven saw things she didn't, like, especially whether she was in human form or maybe even in her bird form. And also, this really says a lot about Ozpin, because for him to use magic like that, to simply turn people into birds, which is almost making the show like Animorphs now, and I know I sound old for saying that, but if you guys don't know what Animorphs is, go look it up. Great books, pretty good TV show at the time, but that's beside the point. Another thing is the title, Rest and Resolutions, because I made an observation early on with the Volume 5, especially when the trailer came out, was that and with the posters too, was that volumes 3 and 4 were basically conflict and struggle and the burden of basically feeling like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders and have to face that. And basically from what I saw with the posters especially, and this kind of confirms it, especially with chapter 7 being like less than 13 minutes long, so we're at the halfway point. This is the mid-season right now. Because it looks like, Volume 5 was all about that, resolution, showing that, you can overcome everything, and, that no matter what, Brendan throws at these kids, basically, they're tough, they can handle it, they can, handle themselves very well. And personally, I think Ozpin's curse was that he was the answer to Salem. And what I mean by that is, I've said this before in my other videos, if you don't know, my theory is that when Ozpin said he was cursed by the gods, he said gods, plural, more than one, that's 2. So he was around when the gods were still separate. And if I had to take a wild guess on something, I'm going to guess that at the time the god of darkness made Salem. Like, Salem is a Grimm, and that's why she's so powerful. She's the strongest Grimm he ever made. Because when you create something, when you're a god and you create something, you always want to create something better than the last, and that's how people are in general. We always want to make something better than the last. But it looks like Salem was just really, really powerful. So I'm guessing the God of Light made his own warrior to combat that. But in my opinion, I think this happened either one of 2 ways. One is that when his warrior fell, he basically made another one and repeated the cycle. Or this warrior was supposed to be made, as a failsafe. If they did fail, to be reborn each time. And I think whoever Ozpin really is, when we saw him back in volumes 1 through 3, I think that was Ozpin's body and voice, but I don't think it was the person, because now we know Oscar is in fact the man with 2 souls, a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type story. 2 different people sharing the same body. Because when he sparred with RWBY, you notice that his aura went green. And it is a strong possibility that that's really, Ozpin's aura and not Oscar's, because at the end of Volume 3, when he's fighting Salem, or not Salem, Cinder, you see his color is green. When he blocks the glass, when he makes that shield, it's all green. So it is possible that Ozpin, whoever the real Ozpin is just desperate to end this curse, and he's going to do whatever it takes to end this curse. And if I had to take a guess, because he said Oscar would inherit, his muscle memory, but what if ultimately this Ozpin's going to take over Oscar completely, like, and just use his body as a vessel, and the real Oscar might actually just be put into deep sleep somewhere mentally. So that's my theory on it, is that he keeps being reborn so many times that he just wants to end this curse. It's like Logan from Wolverine. He's so old and he's seen so much that, you know, he just wants to die. He just wants to get it over with. But, you know, he's carrying all that baggage with him. So, that's about it. First off, I just want to say the thumbnail for this is hysterical to see Yang and Nora arm wrestle, which I'm guessing a lot of people are going to love. And the reason I like this, because it reminds me of a movie with Sylvester Stallone called Over the Top, which is basically a, you know, an arm wrestling movie. So, actually, is it Over the Top? Let me check real quick. One second. I want to make sure I'm not sounding like a complete idiot. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to go make sure I wasn't sounding like an idiot. But yeah, it's Over the Top. It's not completely about arm wrestling, but that's one of the big things that takes place is Sylvester Stallone going against Bob the Bull Hurley in the movie. It's entertaining to watch. Go check it out. I highly recommend it. But yeah, on with this episode, because it looks like everybody's just getting together. You know, I think we're gonna get some answers from Ozpin himself to get his side of the story, which I think he might actually confirm a lot of things Raven might say, or he just has a different take on it. Because, you know, when you're that desperate, you don't. In my opinion, if he's literally that desperate to end this curse, he's not going to see eye to eye with everything else. It's just that it's like his way or the highway, you know. So, and even Raven said that he made, you know, the academies like that, and it could be his plan, you know, to just, you know, end this curse of his, whatever it may be. And again, I'm just guessing on this. I could be completely wrong. But then again, with the way the show goes, it could go any way. You know, the writers and Monty, you know, were brilliant at making this show. So, enough of me kissing their butts. So let's jump on in, everybody. Dinner time. Everybody looks so happy. Oh, they have so many stories to tell.
How do you lose your map at a time like that?
Believe me, Hive.
Yeah, how many times did they lose the map? Like, I only counted twice.
Hey, but you made up for it, Mr. Muscles. You should have seen this guy take a giant Grim head on.
Oh yeah, the Nuka-Lave
Done
fight.
it without Ruby wearing it down.
Me? Did you see Ren during that fight? He was out of control.
I'm sorry. I may have lost.
Don't be sorry. That was awesome.
No, and out of control isn't awesome.
It's a lot of food.
Oh. Thank you.
You did not.
Yeah, right in the middle of the party.
Oh.
Please tell me you let that lady have it.
Of course not. Even if I did really want to.
Okay, so
No
she did
way.
summon it.
I don't believe it.
Oh, so that was hers. A lot of people theorize that wasn't why summoning it, but I guess it's true. Oh, I love Nora's anime characteristics.
It's no replacement for the real thing.
Oh, and a new arm.
But I'll make sure to make good use of it.
Arm wrestle.
That's amazing.
Look at Nora. Nora wants it so bad. Don't take that the wrong
And
way.
it's just as strong?
Sure is.
Wanna bet?
Oh, God.
Nora, please, now's not the time.
No, now is the time. Come on. Over the top, Sylvester Stallone versus Bob the Bull Hurley. Come on.
Oh, you can't
And Weiss is like, I don't get it.
You wear a skirt, Ruby.
Why is there not cheering loud enough? It definitely feels like the original.
Oh, come on. You're supposed to wrap the thumbs. All right? Not hand to hand.
But it does have some new features.
Like what?
Oh, yeah.
A vibration feature?
Oh,
Oh, come on. What the hell just happened?
Did she win?
It goes back to her. It goes back to her. Oh, I thought it was gonna like retract back to her like magnetically or something. That was pretty cool. I thought we were just gonna see some arm wrestling there for a
I'm
second.
gonna be sick.
Easy there, vomit.
Oh
boy.
man, and John can never. Oh, Vomit Boy throwback.
Oh, we're doing nickname throwbacks now.
Hey!
Wonderful.
And just like in Volume 3, he couldn't eat all those noodles without hurting
seems
himself.
like it.
What were their nicknames?
I so did not miss you people.
Aw.
Oh my gosh, she really does like it. What went and warmed your heart while you were gone?
Hey! You make
Ruby,
it sound
missing
like it
Ruby.
used to be terrible.
Nah, just a lot to deal with at once.
It's been a long time. We've all grown in our own ways.
You really think so?
Progress.
Well, think back to when we were all at Beacon. Would you say you ever did anything foolish or embarrassing? Or do you think you were perfect?
This is like a throwback episode of everything that's happened.
Gosh.
I may have been a little too gung-ho from time to time.
Hey, gung ho all the way.
I tried to 1v1 a Nevermore on the second day of school.
Yeah, well,
I remember that.
don't even get me started.
Well, that embarrassment, that desire to go back and tell yourself not to be so stupid, that just proves you're not the same person you used to be.
Yep.
You're smarter, or kinder, or stronger, and you're not done growing yet. None of us are.
No, it's an endless journey.
Yeah, it turns out Ren gets real deep when he feels like talking.
Hey, that Zen
well,
moment.
hold on. I thought I was pretty great in school.
Even at the dance, when you spilled punch all over yourself in front of—
Yes, especially the dance. Thank you, Yang.
How can 6 kids possibly make so much
Oh.
noise eating dinner?
Oh my god, that was Shine. Aw. Come on, husband. Got some explaining to do. Okay, clearly it's husband now. Crow's like, come on. I gotta go drink some booze.
The maidens, magic, Salem. It's all true?
Ooh, yeah.
Miss Zhao Long, is this more or less what your mother told you?
Husband
For
probably.
the most part.
There's two sides to every
forgot
coin.
something. You forgot to tell everyone what you did to Crow and my mother.
Yep, there it is. How you gonna respond
What is
back,
she
dude?
talking about?
Oh, great.
That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily. Your mother must trust you a great deal.
Or she just hates your guts about it, that's why.
My ability to reincarnate, though a curse, isn't without a few key benefits. Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power.
Oh, so it's different from the maidens.
Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move freely and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well, gave them the ability to turn into birds. Rather ridiculous.
You're all
sounding
seeing
out loud,
birds.
Wait, what?
Even Oscar's like, what the hell?
You turn them into birds.
All right, now you're just messing with us.
What else is new?
He's telling the truth. We saw it. Yang's mom changed right in front of us.
Why would you do something like that? I mean, what is wrong with you?
Yang, that's enough. We made a choice. We wanted this.
Oh.
May I?
So he didn't force that on them.
Granting this power to them was no trivial task, and I can assure you it was not done frivolously. I required assistance in gathering information on Salem's plans, as well as searching for maidens when their hosts became unclear.
Okay, so
Yeah.
have you done this with others?
So Salem definitely saw
General
something she
Ironwood
didn't like.
Or Professor Goodwitch?
As helpful as that might be, unfortunately it is not that simple. My power is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling. The amount that I gifted to Crow and Raven was, all things considered, rather minuscule. You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hoped
Yeah,
would use
he's
my
the
gift
wizard.
for good.
Confirmation.
They were the first maidens. Miss Zhao Long, it was
thing,
never
he-
my
he-
intention
He
to lie
relives everything.
to any of you.
You had to!
Just some matters that I prefer to play close to the chest. I believe that's how you phrased it.
Yeah.
Everyone has a choice. The Bronwyns chose to accept their powers and the responsibilities that came with them. And later, one of them chose to abandon her duties in favor of her own self-interest. Now, all of you have a choice. If anyone wishes to leave, now is the time.
No one's
There's no
leaving.
shame or disgrace in abstaining. Only in retreat.
I know this episode's mostly filler, but this is worth it. This is the filler we love.
Very well then.
If Ruby sticks around, then I will too. If there's one thing I know about her, it's that she somehow always knows the right thing to do.
Aw. Such a good sister.
But if we're going to help, if we're going to keep risking our lives, no more lies. No more half-truths.
Understood.
Is there any more?
So, what now? I mean, what can we do?
That is a difficult question. One that I believe is best answered tomorrow.
What do you mean?
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardships and peril. However, it has been far too long since you have all been together. Please, take tonight. Enjoy this moment.
It's just like back in Volume 2, when he said, you know, it was going to be the role they weren't going to be able to enjoy for long.
Raven? Crow? They're birds!
What the hell, Nora? Really? Seriously? You just got it now.
Hey, Ugly.
Oh, yes! Emerald and Mercury.
Is Raven Bronwyn home?
I don't think you're gonna convince her, though.
You know, I've had a real bad week. So I think I'm gonna take it out on you.
Oh, Cinder? Yep, Cinder and Watts.
Doesn't look like he wants to cooperate, boss.
Then make him.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I don't know. Raven's pretty tough. I think she can handle most of them. Oh, crap. Alright, so we're getting some Mercury and Emerald action. That's pretty awesome. Alright, discussion time. So, that was pretty much a filler episode of RWBY, but, you know, it's the, like I said before, it's the filler we love. Because, you know, it fills us in on everything we need to know, and it doesn't leave out, you know, a whole lot. But, anyway, let's talk about this episode for a little bit, guys. Where do we even start? So, yeah, you know, good little, you know, it's good to see everybody back together again. I think Blake is definitely going to be, for the most part, towards the end of the series. They might meet her, like, maybe the last, like, maybe second to last or third to last episode. I think more towards the second to last because there's so much going on in Menagerie right now. It's good to know that Ozpin clearly gave them a choice and they accepted it. And again, Raven pretty much just wants to, you know, protect her tribe. That's what she's all about, you know. Because I know the bandits are bad, but you know, when you grow up with them, you know, it's family, and that's what's important with everybody. And that's kind of like one of the many things of RWBY is, you know, family is important. But it's good to know that we have a lot of confirmation. You know, Ozpin was the wizard, which we all pretty much knew. Looks like when he said that his magic has been depleted almost, that it seems like even when he reincarnates, you know, he keeps the same amount of magic with him. Almost kind of like chakra, in a sense, you know, from Naruto. I know it's a weird comparison, but that's just how I see it. What else was there? Now, I also like the fact that we had a lot of good throwbacks with everything, especially with the nicknames, and when Ozpin let them, you know, enjoy the night together. It's like when he said back in Volume 2 in you know, Chapter 1 with the food fight, you know, he said that they're kids, it's not the world they're going to enjoy for long, so he's like giving them another chance, you know, for tonight, you know, just be kids. And tomorrow it could be that he's going to take them out on some more training, he might take them out to go see some things, or he might actually be, you know, trying to get some intel on Lionheart and what the hell's been going on with him. But, you know, but then at the end to see, you know, 4 out of the 7 main villains, I think there's 7 of them, if you count Tyrion, which I hope we get to see again. They're at the tribe, but here's the thing. I think what's going to happen is they're going to force Raven's hand at this. Because Cinder's powerful, but at the same time, something I didn't realize is we have 2 freaking maidens, I can't curse right now, 2 freaking maidens coming to meet each other. You know, just like we saw in the opening, you know, they're face to face, and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to throw down. I don't know if they're going to, you know, talk or just, you know, stare each other down. But in my opinion, I think if I had to put my money on anybody, it's Vernal, because she has had 10 years to, perfect this, where Cinder has, maybe about 6 months tops to perfect this herself. There's no definitive timeline of, how long, they've been gone. So we got 10 years of experience only versus way, way, way less than that. So I'm pretty sure Vernal can stand her ground, especially with that crazy gun of hers. I know a lot of people, I think it's a chakram. I think it's actually what's called a deer horns. Kung Fu masters use them, especially Wushu monks. They were seen in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. They resemble deer horns for the most part, especially when you put them together. But anyway, guys, this is an awesome episode. I just want to say real quick, as of right now, and we are getting close to our 1,000 subscriber goal. As of today, we hit 972 subscribers. We are, as of right now, 28 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. And for those of you who don't know this, if I hit 1,000 before the end of the year, I'm going to wax my entire front body. Going to videotape it, going to watch me scream in pain. I've never had anything waxed before. And with my genetics, especially being Italian, these hairs run deep, okay? I know this because I gave one of them a pull and it hurt. Just that little one hurt. Not really hurt, but it was just really annoying. So you guys want to see that, let's just hope I can get to 1,000 subscribers. I can't make anybody watching to subscribe to the channel, but if you do, thank you for that. And again, to all my past Loot Crate winners, again, congratulations, guys. I hope you guys enjoy those prizes. I enjoy unboxing them for the most part. And that's about it. I really don't have anything to announce. For those of you who don't know this, I also set up a GoFundMe page. It's not going to be for RTX. I think I'm going to be able to save up enough money from now till then to, get the plane ticket, the hotel, and, some spending money. And also, the GoFundMe page is actually my father, who is retiring from the military next year. We're planning a trip to Japan in 2020 for the Japan Summer Olympics. It's going to be hosted in Tokyo, so that's one of the big plans we're trying to do. And we're trying to raise money to cover our plane tickets there, which I think is going to be the more expensive thing, and the hotel. So our goal, which seems a little high, but I'm pretty sure we can do it, is $10,000. We're trying to raise that to cover our plane tickets, our hotel, and to have some emergency funds in case something were to happen, so it's not such a financial burden on everybody. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description below. You guys want to check it out and support us. If not, just again, thanks for everything, guys. I've come a bit of a long way since last year. I didn't think I would get this many subscribers this quick, and 972 may not seem a lot, but it's a lot for me, and that's because of you guys and your suggestions. So thank you for that. And I guess to end this video on a high note, can't wait for the next chapter. And as always, here's Tai Yang with the last word.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.